He'll make up car models for you. He hand makes those. They're radio controlled. If you ever want to get a guy mad that's got one of these radio controlled vehicles, say they're remote controlled. It really fries their buns. Well, we got some racing coming up very shortly, so don't forget to pick up your 50/50 tickets on the way in and your programs. As you drive through your program, don't forget to fill out your ballot. One of the many ballots in here, not only for your Pee Wee fans, your favorite drivers, best-looking cars, and then best-looking drivers, whatever. But the one in here that's very good for you, and you've got to be here to win it on September the 4th. It's Labor Day weekend. Is a nice set of Gray Tools from the fine folks at Gray Tool. Also, coming up in August, the anniversary date of the Speedway, as you know, is August the 22nd. This is in the front of your program. Therefore, on Friday, August the 19th, a party is being planned, which includes a potluck dinner, which everybody can attend. We want everybody there. And other activities that will be held at the Riverview Kinsman. First race of the evening starting, and it's going to be a sportsman qualifying 10-lap heat. 94 is Winnie the Pooh Burnham. 78 is Adam Bond. 47, Ken Bennington. 21 cars, Johnny Comfort. Still under yellow, gentlemen. I think you'll probably want to go around yellow one more time. As we bring you all the features tonight, sponsored by our fine friends at CJCW in Sussex, who apologize for not having their van here tonight. As I understand, they've now called the driver of that car Parnelli Jones, Ms. Parnelli Jones, because I think she crunched it in an accident this week in Sussex. Here they come around one more time. We sure get the green flag this time around. As starter Kenny Brace is this tonight by Stephen Faybaugh. Wins a loser in the front stretch for race number 1. Down the backstretch for the first time at 78, Adam Bond starting to open up some real estate in front of Winnie Burnham. Second spot, Winnie with the pedal down this time as they come around full, holds onto that second spot. It's still Adam Bond, Winnie Burnham, Ken Bennington, and Jimmy Duke moving up into the fourth spot, followed by number 21, Johnny Comfort. Aaron Lewis now running off the top 6 as he sticks the nose of that red Monte Carlo in there. This is your first qualifying 10-lap heat for sportsmen of the evening. Here they come. It's still Adam Bond, Winnie Burnham, Jimmy Duke, Ken Bennington, Aaron Lewis, Lloyd Garnett now moving up to that 6th spot. 21, Johnny Comfort, and number 4, Darrell Nicholson battle for position as they come out of turn 2. Coming out of 4, still in the lead is number 78, Adam Bond. Followed by number 94, Winnie Burnham, 89. Jimmy Duke moving up on the outside. Now Burnham as they come out of turn 2 and down the backstretch. It's Duke with the pedal down, trying to get by Winnie Burnham to take over that second spot as they come out of turn 4. With the lead, it's still 78, Adam Bond. Jimmy Duke now moving up into second spot as he gets by the 94 car of Winnie Burnham as they're coming to the halfway mark this time around. And at the half, it's still 78, Adam Bond. Jimmy Duke, Winnie Burnham, Aaron Lewis, Lloyd Garnett, Darrell Nicholson, Ken Bennington, and Pat Rogers, Johnny Comfort, L.C. Beeman in that order as they go down the backstretch one more time. Good battle now shaping up for that first spot between 78 Adam Bond and number 89 Jimmy Duke. Side-by-side action now for the lead as they go into turn 2. Coming out of turn 2, they're still side-by-side down the backstretch. Adam Bond on the inside, Jimmy Duke on the outside. They hold that line out of 2. Let's see what happens. Adam Bond on the inside. He has that little problem coming in there. We have a yellow flag here for number 94. Winnie Burnham had a little problem coming out of turn 4. We lost her in the action. And this will bring out the yellow flag. Lined up here in the front stretch. Get our assistant starter out there. Crazy Legs Petty Paul. He's ready. Pond is still holding on to the lead. Jim Duke on the outside, then Aaron Lewis. 0-2 car is Lloyd Garnett. Number 4, Darrell Nicholson. 47, Ken Binnigan. 41, Pat Rogers. 21, Johnny Comfort. 14, LTV. Had the pleasure of taking a drive down to Deer Island. If you folks have never been down that way, or if you're visiting here, or if you're from here and still have never been there, do it someday. It is a great way to spend your day. Here they come out of turn 4, and they're turned loose. 3 laps to go in this one. Adam Pond holds that line out of turn 1 as they're bunched up behind him. Now it's Jimmy Duke again making the move on the outside. They'll get 2 laps to go this time around. Here they come out of turn 4, bunched up nice and close as they're battling for position. It's still Adam Pond, Jimmy Duke. 1 and 2 on the outside, and that second row is 0-2. Lloyd Garnett, he's trying to make a move on number 30. Aaron Lewis with just over a lap to go. Here they come out of 4, side by side. Adam Pond and Jimmy Duke in the 89 car. And it's Jimmy Duke with a half a car lead at the stripe. He's going to try and hold that outside line coming out of turn 2 and down the backstretch. Gets a little cozy over there at number 89. Has opened up a 1-car lead. They're trying to reel him in. Coming out of turn 4. And here they come for the checker flag. And it's going to be Jimmy Duke for the win. By a whisker, and then number 78. So that's Jimmy Duke, Lloyd Garnett, and number 78, Adam Pond, the number 89 car, sponsored by the Auto Trader, Steelmark. Those fine folks are here tonight. Killam Truck, Auto Wash, and Carl's Metro Market Metro. In each of our divisions, we have our heats. We take, out of heat 1, we take 3 cars. Out of heat 2, 3. And out of heat number 4, 3 cars. Let's see now. I'll do that wrong. Heat 1, 3 cars. Heat 2, 3 cars. 4 cars come out of heat number 3. And that's 10 cars for your consi. So that's how that's went so far. So until the heat races are over, I won't give you any more explanations to confuse me. But I'm easily led. Coming around now for Gary Wood to do his trick flash. Watch for the children. This could be very messy. I mean for the cameraman. There he is, Jim Duke. And to our friends Derek and Darrell Hoyt, that performance was for you. First Duke of the evening. Here they come out of turn 4. Starter Kenny Blaze turns the moves in the front stretch. And Eugene Weagle all of a sudden is up against turn 1's wall. This, of course, will bring out a yellow flag. The car all of a sudden veered right, and all of a sudden he's up against the wall. On the brakes, gentlemen, please, please. Let's see who's got brakes. Where Eugene Weagle is, he hopes everybody is. Looks like we'll need the hook for the number 75 car.
On
black flag for it. Oh, okay. Well, we know that Kenny's not in a good mood tonight. Keep them under yellow. Got to stagger that light up a little bit. They didn't go teeter-totter. Okay, this is the third row. Third row is a little out of whack. We just got to get them. Yeah, okay. Good, 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 good. See who's still left. Harry Allen in the 15 car, 42 Charlie Lewis. And that's your second race of the evening, the first Dookie. Let's see if all this rehearsal has worked for them. Then they come out of turn 4. Now Kenny Brace getting ready to wave that old green flag at him, and he'll turn him loose again. On the restart, 42, Charlie Lewis trying to open up a big lead now as they go down the backstretch for the first time. And here comes number 9, Brian Quinlan. Ooh, that wall looked close. They get by the 15 car, Terry Allen coming out of turn 3 and into 4. Here comes your leader, number 42, Charlie Lewis. Followed by number 9, Brian Quinlan, 15, Terry Allen, 99 is Joe Dupree. Rounding off the top 5 is number 20 is Orgalant. Oh, we're going to call him Smokey. A little bit of smoke coming underneath the 20 car. 03, Brian Constantine, 16 to Star Strike, 78, Bob Boucher. Here comes your leader, 42, Charlie Lewis. Still 42, Charlie Lewis on number 9, Brian Quinlan. They're trying to move into another postal zone, battling for the lead. Moving up into third spot comes number 20 of Orgalant, getting by 15. Terry Allen rounding off the top 5 of 99, Joe Dupree. Bumper-to-bumper action in turn 1 and 2. Brian a little out of shape going into turn 2. Chasing the 42 car, Charlie Lewis. They're coming to the halfway mark this time around. 42, Charlie Lewis with a 3-car lead on number 9, Brian Quinlan. Orgalant now up into third. Let's see when he backs up. Still a little bit of smoke coming out of that 20 car. 15, Gary Allen in fourth. Number 99, Joe Dupree in fifth. And we have Joe Dupree, Rick Constantine, and number 16, Star Strike, 678. Bob Boucher was a little bit of bark as he comes by. 42, Charlie Lewis continues to lead down the backstretch with number 9. Brian Quinlan trying to reel him in as they come out of turn 4. Number 20 is Orgalant, slowly reeling in those front 2 cars. They got 2.5 laps to go. They go down the backstretch. 15, Jerry Allen keeps that car underneath him. 2 laps to go this time around. We see a battle shaping up now. 42, Charlie Lewis. Number 9 is Brian Quinlan. He's right up on the back door and knocking as they go down the backstretch. Number 20 is Orgalant with a good seat in that third place car as they come out of turn 4. They get the white flag. 1 lap to go this time around. 42, Charlie Lewis leads the pack with a half a lap to go as they head for turns 3 and 4. 78, Bob Boucher is getting handful coming out of turn 4. Keeps it on the straight and narrow down the front stretch, and it's 42. Charlie Lewis, number 9. Brian Quinlan, and number 20 is Orgalant. And Joe Dupree, Terry Allen, Rick Constantine, Star Strike, and 78, Bob Bob Boucher way back in the caboose. The 42 car in the Dukes division. The 42 car waving the old black and white. They'll be around to get their picture taken. Turn the chest, just checking the rear suspension of the car. Bringing you now another Sportsman 10-lap qualifying heat. Any prizes tonight? Nothing. The evening here for Steve Rogers on the point with Donnie Pond. Row number 2 is number 8. John Godfrey on the other side of him is 33, Vince McCormick, then Donnie Collette and Paul Jorgensen. Back on the 4th row is Ian Mullins and number 6, Terry Charter, 62, Paul Lewis, and number 13, Roger Sears. 10 cars, 10 laps, your second Sportsman qualifying heat of the evening. Hello to my special friend Tom Bannister here tonight. Hope you yourself, Tom, as they come out of turn 4 and turn loose. Side-by-side action as they come out of turn 2 down the backstretch. Donnie Pond driving for the early lead. 42, Steve Rogers keeps that inside line going into 4. There they come in that battle for first spot down the front stretch. Pedal to the metal time. 42, Steve Rogers and Donnie Pond. Then John Godfrey and Vince McCormick running side-by-side for second, third, and fourth. They come out of turn 4. It's still 42, Steve Rogers, 87, Donnie Pond, 33, Vince McCormick. They try to make it a train coming out of turn 2, still side by side for third and fourth. John Godfrey on the inside, 33, Vince McCormick on the outside. Here comes your leader, 42, Steve Rogers. Trying to hold that inside line as Donnie Pond makes the move to the inside. Rogers closes that door as they go out of turn 2 down the backstretch. Train starting to get a little longer as 42 is still out in front with a 1-car lead over Donnie Pond. That battle for third and fourth between John Godfrey and Vince McCormick as they come down the front stretch. In fifth is still Donnie Collette, and in sixth, 25, Ian Mullins. Make that 3 groups of 2 in these battles. As they start to stretch this, 62, Paul Lewis having his problem. Looks like he may have lost the tire coming out of turn 1. At the half, it's still Steve Rogers and 87, Donnie Pond. Number 8, John Godfrey holds on to third in front of Vince McCormick, Donnie Collette, and 25, Ian Mullins. 62 definitely lost the rear right tire. 42 holding on to that half-a-car lead as they come out of turn 4. Is Steve Rogers. Right behind him, Donnie Pond. Then John Godfrey, Vince McCormick, Donnie Collette, Ian Mullins, and Terry Charter. And then Paul Jorgensen and Roger Sears. 2 laps to go this time around. It's still a battle for first spot. 42, Steve Rogers, 87, Donnie Pond. That 5-car train from 3rd to 8th as they go down the backstretch with a lap and a half to go. Here comes your leader, 42, Steve Rogers out of Hampton, New Brunswick. Donnie Pond still in second. See if Steve Rogers makes a mistake going down the backstretch headed into 3 and 4. That's the only way that Donnie Pond is going to get around him. Here they come in that battle. Out of 4 is going to be 42, Steve Rogers, 87, Donnie Pond, and number 8, John Godfrey, then Vince McCormick, Donnie Collette, Ian Mullins, Terry Charter, Paul Jorgensen, and back on the caboose, number 13, Roger Sears. Your second Sportsman heat result is Donnie Pond. Number 68, Brian Chappell. 33 is a points leader going into tonight's action, Tim Dunham, and number 3, Brian Constantine. Of course, all money is happy. This is your, let's check it out. This is your second of the evening. Here they come at a turn forward in a rumble. On a green flag, it was 92, Jim Beeman. Trying for the early lead in front of 95, July, 28, Dave O'Blinus as they go down the backstretch. Moving up quickly through that field at 68, Brian Chappell. And talking about Poston Rapids, number 3, Brian Constantine runs up the top 5. Got a 2 now down the backstretch. He's opened up about a 2-car lead as 92, Jim Beeman. In front of 95, July, 28, Dave O'Blinus right up on his back bumper as they battle for position. Coming out of turn 4 and down the front stretch. Dave O'Blinus making a move on the inside of 95, July, as they went into 1, coming out of 2, he takes over that second spot. Good move. He's now chasing the 92 car out in front of Jim Beeman. There they come, bunched up a little bit, coming out of turn 4 down the front stretch. It's 92, Jim Beeman checking out. Trying to reel him in now is 28 car Dave O'Blinus, 68 Brian Chappell in third. Side by side battle now for 4th and 5th between Brian Constantine and 95 Gilles Lagier. And Constantine with the pedal down takes over 4th. Here's your leader, 92 Jim Beeman. Long train down the front stretch. Jim Beeman, Dave O'Blinus checking out. Now it's Brian Chappell and Brian Constantine, the 2 Brians in the battle for 3rd and 4th. 33, Jim Dunham making a move on the outside to take over that 5 spot. And at the half, it was Jim Beeman out in front. In that 92 car, he maintains that 5-car lead going down the backstretch in front of 28 Dave O'Blinus. The rest of the field pretty well bunched up behind the 68 car Brian Chappell and the number 3 car Brian Constantine. As 33, Jim Dunham trying to make a move as they head for turn 1. Jim Beeman seeming to be content to hold on to that lead. That's slightly narrowed now as they come out of turn 4. Only those 3 cars in front of 28 Dave O'Blinus. 68, Brian Chappell, and number 3, Brian Constantine at 33, Jim Dunham in a battle for 3rd. It'll be 2 laps to go this time around for 92, Jim Beeman. As Dave O'Blinus has moved up a little closer on him. Look at this battle for 3rd between 68, Brian Chappell, number 3, Jim Dunham at 3. Brian Constantine is, whoa! Johnny Byrne goes around and he collects Dave Smith and 62 Josh Gosselin, and that'll bring out a yellow flag as they go down the front stretch. Easy, easy, easy. On pit side, Josh Gosselin. It looks like the 0-0 car, Derek Smith. He had a hard time here last week, too. 58 down in front. Whoops. Derek, your bumper is going the wrong way. Here's that winning number in on your 50-50 draw, 9. I'll have a look at the field. Pedals for the middle time, and they're turned loose here in the front stretch. Saw a black flag there. I wasn't sure who that was for. 2 laps to go this time around. They're still side by side as they come out of turn 4 down the front stretch. And it's 92 Jim Beeman, 28 Dave O'Blinus, Brian Chappell, and Jim Dunham. Chappell, whoa, is he a little loose coming out of 2, but he holds on to that second spot. And that moves up 33, Jim Dunham. They got 28, Dave O'Blinus trapped up on the outside. This is going to be a finish. Here they come out of turn 4. It's 92, Jim Beeman, 68, Brian Chappell, and 28, Dave O'Blinus. And then Jim Dunham, number 3, Brian Constantine, 14, Danny Burke. All racing for that checker flag as they come around one more time. It's going to be tight. Jim Beeman is turned over just a little bit. It's O'Blinus on the right side. Is up over the wall, and it's 92 Jim Beeman, 68 Brian Chappell, 33 Jim Dunham, and number 3 Brian Constantine, 58 Donnie Brun, 95 Gilles Lagier, 14 Danny Burke. Doing a little agricultural racing as he lost that white rear tire. Jim Beeman, sponsored by Moldy Red and Grant's Used Cars and Auto Parts, picking up the checkered flag. Coming up will be our third sportsman heat of the evening. You see Dave O'Blanis with that long walk back to the pit area, and it's a tough one. The fine folks from Taylor's Auto Body out to put the hook on him, and as you heard that thump, that was one hard lick up against the turn 3.5 wall. There he is, folks. Let's have a nice hand for number 92, Jim Beeman, winner of that Duke heat. Gary must have a new telephoto lens, and he keeps adding to it, because every week he gets back further and further. Do a nice job, though. Take a look at your program. That's some of the things he can do for you on a t-shirt, sweatshirt, whatever. Car driver 00, number 00, that's Derek Smith. He's got a happy birthday coming up. And after he just got that black flag, that might be just what he needs. Oh. Somebody just had an order of onion rings up here, and they were, oh, did they smell good. Hint? Looks like they've laid down quite a bit of oil dry. Obviously the red has been punched out on that number 28 car. Being brought to you by the fine folks at CJCW in Sussex, and we welcome those fine folks from up Sussex Way here tonight as we welcome everybody. Some folks today from parts of Ontario are celebrating anniversaries and birthdays. Stephen Pettipaw going out to see if there's any loose change on the track. Now he's throwing rocks at the car. Kind of hurts like the dickens. Left, right, left, right. Oh, look at that. Blue makes it very, very slippery. Okay, let's see what happens. Starter Kenny Brace says a look, says next time, gentlemen. Next time around. All right, here they come. This time we should get green in this first sportsman Winlock qualifying. Here they come. Pedals down, and it's time to go. As they head off into turn 1 on the green flag. Still very bunched up. Number 50 on the inside, Danny Duke. 28, Jim McPherson outside. That's your front row headed for turn 3 in this first lap. Not much real estate between those guys as they deuce their way through the turn. Number 50, Danny Duke. Number 40, Billy McLean taking a look to the inside. The two Quicos battle. Jim McPherson and it's Billy McLean up in the second spot. Now trying to draw a bead on the 50 car of Danny Duke. There they come out of turn 4. McPherson a little squirrely as they went through that oil dry. It is still a little greasy over there. Number 50, Danny Duke. 40, Billy McLean running 1 and 2. Number 5, Mike Arsenault getting up there in front of 85, Ken McKenzie. And 28, Jim McPherson. 35, Brad Mann working up there, along with number 19, Jimmy Rogers. Here comes the train out of turn 4 down the front chute. They're all chasing this car, number 50, Danny Duke. He's trying to keep that door closed on number 40, Billy McLean. 28, Jim McPherson still having his handling problems. They all want to stay low coming out of turn 3. There's the man they're chasing, your leader, number 50, Danny Duke, followed by number 40, Billy McLean, number 5, Mike Arsenault, and number 85, Ken McKenzie rounds off the top 4. Number 50, Danny Duke, 40, Billy McLean, 1 and 2. But number 5, Mike Arsenault running 3rd. 85, Ken McKenzie right up on the back bumper in 4th. Then 35, Brad Mann, and number 19, Jimmy Rogers round off your top 6. front 6 cars staying real tight on each other's bumper in a long train down the backstretch, chasing the number 50 car. Danny Duke, 40, Billy McLean. Number 5, Mike Arsenault, still in third. 85, Ken McKenzie, Brad Mann, and Jimmy Rogers. Those front 6 cars. Then Jim McPherson running 7th, then Danny Brown, Kenny Crossley, then number 7, Bobby Charters. 2 laps to go this time around. 2 laps to go. It's number 50, Danny Duke. Trying to maintain that inside line of number 40, Billy McLean, right up on his back bumper as they head for turns 3 and 4. Duke keeps that inside line as they come out of 4. 1 lap to go for number 50, Danny Duke. 40, Billy McLean looks to the inside, but no room there. Number 5, Mike Arsenault. And 85, Ken McKenzie. 35, Brad Mann on the outside of McKenzie as they go down the backstretch. This is going to be a good finish here. They come out of turn 4 for the checkered flag. It is number 50, Danny Duke. 40, Billy McLean. Number 5, Mike Arsenault. And 85, Ken McKenzie. And Brad Mann, Timmy Rogers, Jim McPherson, Kenny Crossley, Danny Brown, and number 7, Bobby Charters. There he is, the winner of that heat in our Dukes division, number 50, Danny Duke. Let's hear it for him, folks. At number 50 cars, sponsored by Notice Pizza, Steel Mart, All Lying Enterprises, Speedy Lube, Tours to Remember, Maritime Engine Tech, and the Sign Shop. And there he is, picking up his picture of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had one of our young fans take a tumble here in the stands, and is she okay? But she's a little nervous, and our fine friends from St. John Ambulance are now applying some care. So they're going to be doing what they have to do, so we're just going to hold the races up for just a second until we have an ambulance crew here as well. So just bear with us. Good time to have your third inning stretch and head out for the canteens and put on the feed bag. Here we go. Number 15, Terry Allen outside Eugene Weagle. 59, Eric Brunn. Number 42, Charlie Lewis. 99 is Joe Dupree. Number 9, Brian Quinlan. 20 is Resort Glenn. 78, Bob Boucher. 16, Sarah Straight. And the 03 car is Rick Constantine, and we're ready to go. Green flag here in the bunch stretch as they rumble off for turns 1 and 2. 15 on the inside and starting to move out in front. 15 is Terry Allen. Terry is is only in his third, I think, week here at River Glade Speedway in his rookie season. And here he comes with the lead on lap number 1. Moving quickly up on the outside. This is number 42 with 59. Eric Bunn moving in there on the inside. There's front 4 cars. Ooh, Eric a little squirrely. Hold on to her, son. Number 9, Brian Quinlan in there in 4th. Brian goes way high, coming out of turn 3. Whoa, that is cozy racing. 59, Eric Brunn doing some agricultural racing, and hold on to it, Brian. Oh, and number 9, Brian Quinlan, and number 20 is Zorgaland, as they all tried to avoid the 59 car, end up in the wall. Hard lick there for number 20 is Zorgaland. Murphy's Law took over tonight. Murphy's Law states if it's going to happen, it's going to happen tonight. We'll get the hook out there from Taylor's Auto Body for the number 20 car of Zorgaland. I think Eric is going to repaint the car from blue and white to black. He's started a collection. So far, that's his second of the evening. As number 20, as Zorgaland took one hard look into that turn 1 wall down there. Some heavy-duty grooming going over there in turn 1. This will take a few seconds to work that in. Oops. I think they dropped somebody. You know it's a bad day when the tow truck drops you. Don't forget, coming up next week will be our Faro Waste and Recycling Night as we bring you our 200-lap endurance race. We see Zorgaland going back to pit side. Have 8 laps to go in this first Duke semi. As the fine folks from Citywide are headed back pit side as well. So coming around, maybe one more lap. We'll have to wait and see. Terry Allen, 42. Charlie Lewis on the points, bringing them around. Dr. Kenny Brace says, let's go racing one more time on the restart. They rumble off for turns 1 and 2. They spread that all dry around at 42. Charlie Lewis tried to check out as they go back into turns 3 and 4 with that big lead. Here he comes out at turn 4. 15 Charlie Allen. 78 Bob Boucher. Whoa, he licks that wall. Holds that car up against the wall as the rest of the field gets by him. That's one way to shake up your adenoids. 42 Charlie Lewis, 15 Terry Allen, 99 Joe Dupree. At 16 Star Strike, slowed down going down the backstretch. 42 Charlie Lewis holds on to the lead in front of 15 Terry Allen, 99 Joe Dupree. 03 Rick Constantine up in the 4th spot, followed by 16 Star Strike, 75 Eugene Weigel. And here they come around this time to the halfway mark, and it's still 42 Charlie Lewis at the half with the lead, followed by 15 Terry Allen, 99 Joe Dupree, 03 Rick Constantine, 16 Star Straight, and 75 Eugene Weigel. Gene took a look into that turn 1 wall a little earlier, but he seems to be okay. 42 Charlie Lewis with the lead in front of 15, Jerry Allen, 99, Joe Dupree. Then 03, Rick Constantine, and 16, Star Straight, 75, Eugene Weagle back in the caboose. No trouble at all this time around for number 42, Charlie Lewis. 15, Terry Allen still running in second spot with Joe Dupree in third. 03, Rick Constantine in fourth. There'll be 2 laps to go this time around as 42, Charlie Lewis gets around Eugene Weagle coming out of turn 4. See the sign, 2 laps to go this time in the first Duke semi. Lap and a half to go this time for number 42. Charlie Lewis, 15, Jerry Allen trying to reel him in. He's a little out of shape coming out of fourth. Hold on to her, Jerry. He holds on to that second spot. Joe Dupree trying to reel him in as they go down that front stretch. 42, though, all by himself now down the back stretch. That's Charlie Lewis for the lead in this first Duke semi. Coming out of the last 2 turns for the checkered flag. Should be no trouble at all. For number 42, that's Charlie Lewis. 15, Terry Allen. 99, Joe Dupree. 03, Rick Constantine. And 75, Eugene Weagle. And 16, Star Strike. Checker flag there from Steve. Coming up will be our first Sportsman 10 lap. For the green flag, everything looks all go. As they come around, let's watch them to start the game race to give them a good sign to turn it up and turn it on here in this first Sportsman 10 lap semi. Still a little greasy over there in turn 1 as these guys pick it up a little bit more of that oil drive. They rumble off for turn 3. Winnie Burnham setting the point as they come around here and Lewis up into second. They come out of turn 4 and down the front stretch. Winnie Burnham, Aaron Lewis, running 2, followed by 47, Ken Bennington, at 41, Pat Rogers. Number 12, Donnie Collette on the inside down to take over that 4 spot as they go down the back stretch. Winnie Burnham, a little out of shape as she goes agricultural racing on the infield. Coming a little too hot out of turn 4, and that big turn can leap up and take the best of them. She gets the car fired up again. She seems to be okay. Yeah, number 30, Aaron Lewis now on the point, leading them around out of turn 4. Followed by 47, Ken Bennington, and number 12, Donnie Collette. Number 4, Daryl Nicholson has moved up into 4 spot in that Volare as they go down the backstretch. A long train now. Number 30, Aaron Lewis in the Monte Carlo, followed by Ken Bennington, Donnie Collette, and number 4, Daryl Nicholson. The front 4 cars have checked out. Whoa, as number 33, Vince McCormick, and 14, Elsie Beeman have a meeting of minds at turn 1. As 94 brings up the yellow flag here in the front stretch. Things getting a little exciting here in the front stretch. go. McCormick 99. Paul Jorgensen 21, Johnny Comfort 41. Pat Rogers and 94 is Winnie Burnham as they come around for the restart. And on the restart, they're turned loose here in the front stretch. Cars still bunched up. Now Aaron Lewis still holds on to that lead with number 12, Donnie Collette, right up in the back bumper. As he's got 47, Ken Bennington on the outside. Bennington now shuffles back to third. Here they come on to turn 4 with at the half is number 30, Aaron Lewis. Donnie Collette now back up in the second spot. 33, Vince McCormick trying to take over that third spot. As they got 47, Ken Bennington on the outside, and getting by Bennington is number 4, Darrell Nicholson, going into turn 3. Here comes the train into turn 4, and down the front chute is number 30, Aaron Lewis. Number 12, Donnie Collette, 33, Vince McCormick, and number 4, Darrell Nicholson. Rounding off the top 5 is the 47 car, Ken Bennington. Into turns 1 and 2, it's still number 30, Aaron Lewis, number 12, Donnie Collette, 33, Vince McCormick, 1 car behind. They're coming around now with 2 laps to go. As they come to the start of the standard out of turn 4, you can see that front 3 cars are really bunched up. 2 laps to go for your leader, Aaron Lewis. Number 12 is Donnie Collette, 33, Vince McCormick looking to the outside. Number 4, Darrell Nicholson in there. 47, Ken Bennington all by himself in 5th. And Elsie Davis, Paul Jorgensen, Pat Rogers, Johnny Comfort, and 94 car, Winnie Burnham. 1 lap to go. No room for error. The front 4 cars really staying cozy as they go down the backstretch into turn 4. Then they come out of turn 4, should be number 30, Aaron Lewis, number 12, Donnie Collette, 33, Vince McCormick, number 4, Darrell Nicholson, 47, Ken Bennington, Paul Jorgensen, Elsie Beeman, Pat Rogers, Johnny Comfort, and Winnie Burnham. They're lining up now for 25, Ian Mullins, number 6, Jerry Charters. 62, Paul Lewis, 28. Jim McPherson, number 7, Bob Charters, 66. Kenny Crossway. Number 2 is Danny Brown. Number 35, Brad Mann. And number 19 is Timmy Rogers. Come out of turn 4. We get the green flag this time around in this second sportsman's finish. They're wound up. 25, Ian Mullins, number 6, Jerry Charters. They're the point men. They're side by side going out of 2. Here comes Mullins holding on to that inside line. Jerry Charters will go into turn 3. It's been a big while tonight. Here they come out of turn 4. And leader of the first lap is number 25, Ian Mullins. Charters takes a look to the inside. That door isn't open. 62, Paul Lewis at 28, Jim McPherson. 66, Kenny Crossway. Here comes number 7, Bob Charters. They're really racing as they go down the backstretch into turn 3, 4. Side-by-side action, Bobby Charters at 28, Jim McPherson. And looks like number 7, Charters, comes on the loose end of that as we some body parts back there in turn 4. Bring out the yellow flag, gentlemen. Looks like number 62, Paul Lewis, just didn't see the flag as you saw him come up there and wham! That'll shake up your full seat. Bob Charters in 62. folks. Hard lick there on the wall. They're in your program. If you don't have one, watch for the people going through the stands. Or I believe, nope, we have none left there. So your feature races tonight being brought to you by the fine folks at CJCW in Sussex. Congratulations to Jim Rissy tonight for winning our 50-50. So on the restart, we'll have 8 laps to go with 2 laps in. Number 62, Paul Lewis. Can't see the damage on this side, but obviously there's quite a bit done on the right front. Photo right hand for number 7, Bobby Charters, and number 62, Paul Lewis. The word we got was Paul came out of this turn. He just couldn't see a thing from the sun right there. And you can see it. The shadows are long. And Paul took a lick. That's the 3rd time this season that new car of the Lewis Racing team has been in an accident. Okay, here we go. 25 Ian Mullins, number 6, Jerry Charters. 66, Kenny Crosswaite, number 2, Danny Brown. 35, Brad Mann. 19, Timmy Rogers. And 28, Jim McPherson. Still in this one. They should get the green flag this time around. And on the restart, it's Ian Mullins and Terry Charter side by side with number 66, Kenny Crosswaite, on the inside of Danny Brown as they come out of 2 down the back chute. 25 Mullins. 66 Crosswaite moving in there on the inside to take over 2nd spot. As they come down the front stretch, it's 25 Ian Mullins, 66 Kenny Crosswaite. Number 6, Terry Charter. 19, Timmy Rogers. Number 2, Danny Brown. 28, Jim McPherson. And in the caboose on that long train, number 35, Brad Mann. Here they come back out of turns 3 and 4. McPherson having problems still at turns 3 and 4 in the 28 car. The man they're chasing is still number 25, Ian Mullins. Coming to the halfway mark, this time around, it's 25, Ian Mullins, and 66. Kenny Crosswaite's 1 and 2, and Terry Charter and Timmy Rogers, Danny Brown get a little cozy coming out of the turn. Here they come down the front stretch one more time, and the man they're chasing is still 25, Ian Mullins. 66, Kenny Crosswaite, and number 6, Terry Charters. Holding on to that 4th spot is number 19, Timmy Rogers, and number 2, Danny Brown running off the top 5. Then Brad Mann and Jim McPherson. Mullins comes out of 4 a little wide. He holds on to that inside line as they go down the front stretch. Front 3 cars trying to break away at half from the rest of the field. 2 laps to go this time around for number 25, Ian Mullins. Crosswaite holds on to that 2nd place in front of Terry Charters, that's Timmy Rogers, Danny Brown, Brad Mann, and Jim McPherson. Coming to the white flag, this time 1 lap to go. Order stays the same down the front stretch. Ian Mullins, Kenny Crosswaite, and number 6, Terry Charters. 19, Timmy Rogers, number 2, Danny Brown, 35, Brad Mann, and 28, Jim McPherson. Checker flag is going to be number 25, Ian Mullins, 66, Kenny Crosswaite, 2nd, 6, Terry Charters, 19, Timmy Rogers, 2, Danny Brown. Back on the caboose, number 3, Brian Constantine. And they get the green flag here in your 2nd Duke Semi as they rumble off for the turn. Jim Beeman jumping into the early lead, followed by 95, July. Charles Goslin back into fourth, making fifth as 58. Donnie Brunt is moving fast on the outside. And the season's still in the lead as they come out of turn four for the first time. 92, Jim Beeman. 58, Donnie Brunt. They go three wide down the front stretch, and you know this never works. 92, Jim Beeman with some agricultural racing in turn number two. Is he okay? He's still mobile. And 58, Donnie Brunt is your new leader as they come out of turn four. 33, Jim Dunham has come from second last to second in 2 laps. The 33 car, 95, July still running at third. Then Brian Chappell, Derek Smith, Brian Constantine, Danny Burke at 62, John Goslin. 92, Jim Beeman is now back in the caboose, so he's gone from the head host to the out host in 1 lap. 58, Donnie Brown in that Jamel leading them around. I guess you got to call them Malibus now. Followed by 33, Jim Dunham, the Ford man. 95, Jill Legier still running in third. Brian Chappell trying that action in there. Good battle now for third and fourth between 95, Jill Legier, and 68, Brian Chappell. They're coming to the halfway mark this time around. And at the half, your leader is 58, Donnie Brunt, followed by 33, Jim Dunham. 95, Jill Legier, 68, Brian Chappell, and Derek Smith. Brian Constantine, Danny Burke, 62, Charles Goslin, and 92, Jim Beeman. 58, Donnie Brown holding on to that lead. Has opened up just a little bit more real estate in front of 33, Jim Dunham. Good battle now for third between Jill Legier and Brian Chappell as they're side by side. Along with Derek Smith, Brian Constantine, and Danny Burke. That's a 5-car battle there for third. Here's your leader, 58, Donnie Brown. Side by side out of turn four down the front stretch of 68, Brian Chappell getting by. Derek Smith trying to look to the inside of the 95 car. They get cozy. And 92, Jim Beeman is pulled back onto the grass on the infield in the backstretch. There's your leader, 58, Donnie Brown. 33, Jim Dunham is still in second. Oh, 95, Jill Legier. And 0-0, Derek Smith picks up the black tomato for that move. 58, Donnie Brown, 1 lap to go this time around. Jim Dunham all by himself in second. Brian Chappell in third. Brian Constantine has moved up into fourth, followed by Danny Burke, Josh Goslin. We have 2 cars now parked on the agriculture in the backstretch. And coming around for the checker flag is 58, Donnie Brunt. In second spot, it looks like 33, Jim Dunham, and 68, Brian Chappell in third. Then Brian Constantine, Danny Burke, Josh Goslin, and 95, Gilles. Here's the winner of our Pee Wee fan tonight, Jesse McPherson. Where do you want Jesse? Okay, Jesse McPherson, would you just report there to the cage for the starter? Gate, that is. Jesse. Hi, Jeff. How you doing? Hi, Buzz. Having fun? Favorite driver is number 85. This little 3-year-old fan is what it's all about. Gets a picture taken with her favorite driver, a lap around the old track here at Riverglade. Trophy next week. Ready to peel out the brain bucket, number 58, Donnie Brown. All right. These guys have all qualified through their first 3 heats, and they're now in a 10-lap 20. And we know this always is a goodie. Reds up, settle down. Coming out of turn 4, nicely bunched up starter. Kenny Brace is going to turn him loose. Good starters are back into turns 1 and 2, and they had a Bond on the inside. Here comes Jim Duke up on the outside in the 89 car. Trying for that early lead, and comes Adam Bond. That line is really tightly protected on the inside. Out of turn 4 for the first time down the front end, and Jimmy Duke, keeping that revs up on the outside, takes over that lead. It looks like 02 Lloyd Garnett's got problems. Down the backstretch, 89, Jimmy Duke. And here comes Adam Pond and Johnny Pond for 78-17, and a battle for second and third. And Johnny Pond takes over second here in a front stretch, putting 78 Adam Pond back in third. Now we got 42 Steve Rogers and number 50 Danny Duke in a battle for fourth as they go down the backstretch. Still bunched up, staying in a nice tight line. What the guys want to do is definitely get down to that inside line. 89 continues to be your leader. Jimmy Duke as they go back around, turns 1 and 2 and down the backstretch. Johnny Pond 4 car lengths behind in second. Then Adam Pond in the 78 car, followed by 42 Steve Rogers, number 50 Danny Duke, round off the top 5. Racing over there, they get all through out of turn 2. They're coming to the halfway mark, and at the half it's still number 89 Jimmy Duke, followed by 87 Johnny Pond. Then Danny Duke has moved up into third, followed by John Godfrey, 78 Adam Pond, number 5, and Mike Arsenault. 89 car continues to lead. Jim Duke, followed by 87, Donnie Pond, who is now within 1 car length as they go down the backstretch. Jim Duke and Donnie Pond running 1 and 2, and running real close as they come out of turn 3 and down the front stretch here. This battle for third is shaping up real well between Danny Duke and number 8, John Godfrey, and number 5, Mike Arsenault, as they seem to be racing in 3 packs. And here comes the lead pack, and the lead car, number 89. Jim Duke still with the lead over Johnny Pond. Then Danny Duke, John Godfrey, Mike Arsenault, 42 Steve Rogers on the inside this time of Adam Pond. 85 Ken McKenzie in there trying to keep Adam Pond trapped out on the outside. They're coming for the white flag. 1 lap to go for number 89, Jim Duke and Donnie Pond running in second. This battle for third between Danny Duke, John Godfrey, Mike Arsenault, and Steve Rogers, 78 Adam Pond, number 85 Ken McKenzie, and number 40 Billy McLean. We heard something break on one of those cars going down the front stretch. And the man for the checker flag, number 89, Jim Duke, followed by Adam Pond. That Donnie Pond, and number 50 is Jim Duke. Get all these guys in the same families, it really messes you up. Then John Godfrey, Mike Arsenault, Stevie Rogers, Ken McKenzie, and Billy McLean. Looks like that 78 car was something we heard go crack to get them back to the pit area. Number 89 picking up the checker flag for the second time tonight as we say hello to his sponsors, Steelmart, Killam Truck and Auto Wash, Auto Trader, and Carl's Metro. Last chance race. 2 cars moving on into the feature on this one. And there's number 89 coming around. And the Dukes want me to say hello to Derek and Daryl Hoyt from Steelmart. They're here tonight. These guys really performing well for their sponsors. And there he is, number 89, feeling out of there. Let's hear it for him, Jimmy Duke. All right. Last chance race. Yeah, they come out of turn 2 down the backstretch. Winnie Burma on the inside, 47 Ken Bennington on the outside. Then comes 21 Johnny Cummings. Bennington going wide on the outside. Woo, he slips off the wall, takes over the lead here in the front stretch. 47 Ken Bennington out in front. 47 Ken Bennington, then 94 Winnie Burnham. and 21 Johnny Comfort, 14 LC Demon, still trying to make moves on the inside. That is a long way around. They come down the front stretch, still bunched up here at lap number 2. The man they're chasing, he's trying to check out number 47, Ken Bennington. 94, Winnie Burnham, 21, Johnny Comfort. Here comes 41, Pat Rogers on the outside, and Johnny Comfort trying to take over that third spot, coming out of turn 4. Down the backstretch, 47, Ken Bennington all by himself, and 41 now. Pat Rogers has moved up into second. Around 94 car, Winnie Burnham, 21 Johnny Comfort, and 35 Brad Mann battling for 4th. Moving up through there also to the number 4 car, Daryl Nicholson, as 35 Brad Mann goes up. Yellow flag out for the number 35 car. Laundry out there for somebody. I think it's number 2, Danny Brown. Just what Ken Bennington didn't need. He was starting to open up some good real estate. He was trying to check into another postal zone with that lead. Thing to say. See how it's going to go on a reset. Here they come for the green flag. Pedal to the middle time down the front stretch in the drag race on the inside. Ken Bennington outside, 41 Pat Rogers. They're side by side coming out of turn 2 down the backstretch. Ooh, Bennington a little out of shape, but that moves 41 Pat Rogers up into that lead as they come out of turn 4, racing for the halfway mark. And at the half, it's going to be 41 Pat Rogers, 47 Ken Bennington, 21 Johnny Comfort. Comfort goes a little wide, and that moves Daryl Nicholson up into 3rd. Brad Mann now running at 4th. Johnny Comfort holding on to that 5 spot as they come out of turn 2. 41, Pat Rogers, your new leader now here in the front stretch, followed by 47, Ken Bennington, and number 4, Daryl Nicholson. 35, Brad Mann trying to reel Nicholson in. That battle between Pontiac and Quaco goes on down the backstretch. Johnny Comfort in 5th, followed by Jim McPherson and oh, they do a little paint swapping, a lot of paint swapping coming out of 4. And number 4, Daryl Nicholson moves up into 2nd spot. 35, Brad Mann in 3rd. 47, Bennington going around, but he's okay. For the Johnny Comfort. 28, Jim McPherson trying to move in there as well with the top 5. 2 laps to go this time around. Down the backstretch with a lap and a half to go. It's number 41, Pat Rogers, and number 4, Daryl Nicholson. 35, Brad Mann in 3rd. Here they come out of turn 4 with 1 lap to go. Front street car to stay the same. Running in 4th is McPherson, and Bennington, 21 Johnny Comfort, then Jorgensen, L.C. Beeman, and Winnie Burnham. Less than a half a lap to go, and here comes your leader in this Chapman 2 and Used Cars race. It's going to be 41, Pat Rogers, followed by number 4, Daryl Nicholson, and 35, Brad Mann, and McPherson, Ken Bennington, Johnny Comfort, Paul Jorgensen, L.C. Beeman, and Winnie Burnham. Number 41, Pat Rogers. Pat missed, I think it was last week's racing. He had blown a motor, back and underway again, shoot up a piston and guess it ruined the head at the same time, so off to the machine shop she went. Now we're going to bring you the CJCW Radio Duke's 30 lap feature. Got the word now, they need some grooming on the turns. Turn number 4 has some agriculture on it, I think. Number 41 coming around with, you know, they did some heavy duty chewing the bubble gum to get that car ready. The point 15, Terry Allen 59 is Eric Run, 42, Charlie Lewis, 99, Joe Dupree. Number 9, Brian Quinlan, 62, John Coslin, 00, Derek Smith. Number 95, Gilles Legier, 14, Danny Bork. Number 58 is Donnie Brunn, 68, Brian Chappell, 33 is Jim Dunham. Number 3 is Brian Constantine. The 78 car is Bob Boucher. The 16 car, Star Stripe. Number 03, Rick Constantine. Number 75, Eugene Regal. 92 is Jim Beeman. And 28 is David Molinas. Let's hear it for that young man and his crew for getting that car back and ready to rumble. Well, most of it. Oh, yes. If you've got a Malibu of that age, hide it behind the barn, because I know he's looking for an engine bonnet and a fender. Still under yellow, everything looking good this time around for the CJCW Radio Trophy 30-lap Duke feature. Let's see what happens as they come out of 4. It's time to go racing. The pack goes down into turns 1 and 2, and on the outside is Derek Brunn, trying for the early lead in front of 15, Terry Allen. 42, Charlie Lewis in third. Number 9, Brian Quinlan moving in there with Joe Dupree and Derek Smith. There they come out of turn 4 for the first time, and it's 59. Eric Brunn out in front of him, followed by 15, Terry Allen, 42, Charlie Lewis on number 9. Brian Quinlan trying to make moves as they go down the backstretch. Long train going into 3 still, and here comes your early leader, number 59. Hold on to Eric Brunn, followed by number 15, Terry Allen. And a good battle shaping up now between number 9, Brian Quinlan, and 42, Charlie Lewis. It's number 9 on his side. Quinlan takes over third spot coming out of turn 2. 42, Charlie Lewis trying to hold on to fourth, and here comes 00, Derek Smith up on the inside. Side-by-side action back in there for second, third, fourth, and fifth. Number 59, Eric Brunn now starting to show a little vapor trail coming out of turn 2 and down the backstretch. And that long train is still trying to reel in this guy, 59, Eric Brunn. Then 15, Terry Allen, number 9, Brian Quinlan now trying to make a move on the outside of the 15 car. Quinlan goes wide, trying to round. Terry Allen, number 9, Brian Quinlan now on the high side. And that battle for second spot. Here comes your leader, 59, Eric Brunn. 59, Eric Brunn laying down all kinds of smokes. As there seems to be quite a few smokers out there right now. An awful lot of steam flying from some of these cars. But here comes your leader, 59, Eric Brunn. Hope the windows change. Whoa! Number 9, getting up in the second spot, Brian Quinlan. As they go 3 wide, 4 wide. Oh. This always gets interesting as they get by the lap cars and down the backstretch. Here's your leader, 59, Eric Brunn. Second spot is number 9, Brian Quinlan. Then Brian Chappell has moved up in there into third. 0-0. Derek Smith now in that battle for fourth. Your leader, 59, Eric Brunn, as we got action all over the track. In second spot is still number 9, Brian Quinlan. Brian Chappell in third, 0-0, Derek Smith. It looks like a lot of that smoke coming off the 33 car, Jim Dunham. When he backs off, sees the car, yeah, there it is. 59, Eric Brunn all by himself out in first. And when he backs off, he's got some smoke as well. Train going down the backstretch, and here comes your leader out of the turn 4. 59 still out there, 59 being Eric Brunn. Number 9, Brian Quinlan trying to reel him in. Brian Chappell running in third in the 68 car. And now we got a four-car battle for fourth. Derek Smith, Brian Constantine, Jim Dunham, and 58, Donnie Brooks. Number 9, Brian Quinlan continues to reel in. Eric Run down the front stretch. Run goes wide in turns 1 and 2. Number 9, Quinlan, 60 shows on the inside. No, not this time. While this action is going on, number 68, Brian Chappell, is moving up into the hood as well in the 68 car. Here they come out of turn 4 down the front chute, and it's still 59. Eric Run, number 9, Brian Quinlan, and 68, Brian Chappell again. Eric Run goes high. Number 9, Brian Quinlan, 60 shows on the inside. This time they're side by side out of turn 2. Who's it going to be? And we have a new leader going into turn 3. It's number 9, Brian Quinlan. And 68, Brian Chappell comes through in the hunt for second. And that puts 59, Eric Run, back in third. Now it's going to get interesting as they move up as Run skirts off the turn 2 wall. And that train stretches out as they get by 75, Eugene Wheeler going into turn 3. And here's your new leader, number 9, Brian Quinlan. 68, Brian Chappell now in second. 59, Eric Run is in third. And they're still only at the half coming up this lap. And let's see who's going to be at the half. It looks like number 9, Brian Quinlan holds on to that race. Right? Chappell moves up on the inside. They swap a little piece. And a new leader coming out of turn 2. It's number 68, Brian Chappell. This puts the other Brian Quinlan, back in second. But look at this battle for third. 0-0, Derek Smith has moved through and is up into third, followed by number 3, Brian Constantine, 59, Eric Run, 33, Jim Dunham, 58, Donnie Brad. We got 5 cars in that battle for third. Here's your leader, 68, with the yellow flag out for number 15. He's lost a shoe. If I'm not mistaken, that's the second time this season the number 15 car has lost a shoe here. His last time was in turn number 3. Bad luck for number 15, Terry Allen. This will bring out into tonight's action. It's probably transmission fluid. But, woo. As you can see, he left quite a puddle. Yeah. We're going to need our trick track crew back out with the old rye. Wouldn't give you a nickel for his valve seals. Could be a compression ring, valve seals, oil starts to lay on top of those pistons, but I think it'd be a little darker. So it could be head gasket time for the number 58 car as well. There's all kinds of things go wrong in racing. Here they come under yellow for the restart, and there's turn loose. Here on the restart, and it's 68, Brian Chappell leading them around down through turns 1 and 2. Number 9, Brian Quinlan now with the slingshot move coming out of turn 2, goes right back up on the outside of the number 68 car. And here comes number 3, Brian Constantine in there as well. It is Black Beauty. The 3 Bryans out in front. Brian Chappell, Brian Quinlan, and Brian Constantine. Boy, you won't see that happen again. 68, Brian Chappell on the inside. That's his weight machine of his, or the new mate anyway. And the green machine, number 9, Brian Quinlan. Now Brian Constantine trying to keep that inside line on Quinlan. They come out of turn 2, and it's Danny Burke making a move on the outside to take over that 4 spot in front of 0-0, Derek Smith. 58, Donnie's Run still rounds off the top 6. 92, Jim Beam, and moving up into the hunt as well. Four cars now trying to make moves to get through the rest of the field. And it's 68, Brian Chappell now with a half a car lead over number 9, Brian Quinlan. 10 laps to go this time around as you see starter Kenny Brace hold up both hands. And this 30-lap CJCW radio feature for Duke down the backstretch. Brian Quinlan now with a 1-car lead over Brian. I'll make that Brian Chappell with a 1-car lead over Brian Quinlan. Yeah, you got it. Number 3, Brian Constantine still in third. Danny Burke trying to hold on to that 4th spot. Now with 58, Donnie Brunn right up on his back bumper as they come out of turn 2. They come out of turn 4 down the front chute one more time. It's still 68, Brian Chappell with that 1-car lead over number 9, Brian Quinlan, as they come up on the 75 car. And 14, Danny Burke goes around at 58. Donnie Brunn just got by him as 14 has brought out the yellow flag. 14, Danny Burke went in there hard and came out on the short end of a yellow flag. Bunch them up again now for another restart with less than 10 laps to go, and this will lots to heat up in these cars. They run automatic transmissions, and of course they do not run them, shall we say, on overdrive. These are 58. Donnie Brunn out to check that left front fender to make sure it's not back on the tire. Will be holding on to 3rd with 58, Donnie Brunn on the outside of him, and then 00, Jerry Smith. 92 is Jim Beeman. 42, Charlie Lewis. 62, Giles Cosler. 28, Dave O'Bania. 03, Rick Constantine. 99, Joe Dupree. 95, Gilles Legier. 16, Star Strike. 15, Terry Allen. 14, Danny Burke. 75, Eugene Weigel. 8 laps to go for the CJCW Radio Trophy. This will punch it up if you like some cozy racing. The next 8 laps should bring you just that. Here they come out of turn 4 for the restart, and they're turned loose there in the front stretch. It'll be bumper to bumper, side by side as they go down out of turns 1 and 2. Brian Chappell holds on to that lead. Quinlan puts the pedal down, trying to make a move up on the outside. Moving in there very quickly, number 3, Brian Constantine, as he sees Quinlan go wide. Brian Constantine hanging out the wash coming out of turn 4. It's still 68, Brian Chappell, number 9, Brian Quinlan, and number 3, Brian Constantine. And moving in that pack of 5, and here comes 00, Jerry Smith. Side-by-side action now for second between Brian Constantine and Brian Quinlan. And it's still 68, Brian Chappell out in front, and number 3, Brian Constantine moves up into second. Now number 9, Brian Quinlan, and 00, Jerry Smith battle for third as they come down the front stretch. And it's 00, Jerry Smith up into third. Number 9, Brian Quinlan now back in that 4th spot, and here comes 58, Donnie Brunn up on the outside of 92, Jim Beeman. Here they come in this battle for first spot. Snap, crackle, and pop down the front stretch. It's still 68, Brian Chappell, and number 3, Brian Constantine in the battle for first. 00, Jerry Smith now by himself in third. They're moving up on 75 car, Eugene Weigel. Everybody will have to go single file, guys. They put the squeeze on Eugene Weigel coming out of turn 4. Backstretch now at 2. Oh, number 95, Gilles Legier here doing some agricultural racing. 2 laps to go this time around. Oh, Gilles, don't come in now. 68, Brian Chappell, and right beside him, number 3, Brian Constantine. Then Jerry Smith in third, followed by 58, Donnie Brunn. Down the backstretch now with a lap and a half to go. There's the battle for first place. Chappell on the inside with 1 lap to go. Brian Constantine on the outside. This will be a battle all the way around Riverglade. Brian Chappell trying to keep that inside line now. They've got clear track. Constantine's trying to make a move up on the outside, but here they come out of turn 4. And to the checker's lane, it's going to be number 68, Brian Stapleton, Brian Constantine, Derek Smith, Donnie Bunn, Brian Quinlan, Jim Beeman, Charlie Lewis, Danny Burke, Dave O'Blinas, Josh Goslin, 95, Jill Legier, 99, Joe Dupree, 03, Rick Constantine, number 75, Eugene Weagle, and number 15, Terry Allen of Rolling Thunder. Coming up turn 4. Pedal to the metal time, as the old expression goes. And it's time to go racing. 47, Ken Bennington now trying to make the move on the outside, and he did to take over that first place. Then he's Malibu, followed by Willie Burnham and Johnny Comfort and L.C. Beeman. And the leader of lap number 1 will be Ken Bennington. He's the leader of the pack going down the backstretch. Winnie Burnham still running in second. L.C. Beeman getting by Johnny Comfort for third, and he's bringing with him number 28, Jim McPherson. They weave their way through to make this a long train down the front stretch. So 14, L.C. Beeman bouncing off the front wall here. That got Steve Pettipaw's attention. 47, Ken Bennington really checking out in this one, trying to move into another postal zone. Followed by number 94, Winnie Burnham, and 28, Jim McPherson. Here in the front stretch, McPherson taking over second spot. Ken Bennington all by himself is your leader in turn number 4. Jim McPherson now running in second, followed by Winnie Burnham, L.C. Beeman, and Johnny Comfort. 47, Ken Bennington all by himself in turns 3 and 4 with the lead, followed by Jim McPherson. And he's really reeling him in. Oh, Jim, hold on to her. Jim going a little hot. He comes out there still in second spot, followed by Winnie Burnham, Johnny Comfort, L.C. Beeman. They go 3 wide, and it gets cozy over there. They try to get around number 94, Winnie Burnham. Johnny Comfort holds on to that third, make that 4th spot. The last 6 cars in a real battle for position now. They're still racing for 3rd spot. Johnny Comfort gets by up here in the 3rd. Coming with him is 35, Brad Mann. L.C. Beeman keeping the number 14 car against him. 47, Ken Bennington, and 28, Jim McPherson. And McPherson has come from at least a backstretch deficit to reel in number 47, Ken Bennington. Coming to the halfway mark this time. And at the half is 47, Ken Bennington, and 28, Jim McPherson in the battle for first. Remember, only one car out of this pack makes it into the feature. Brad Mann now up into 3rd. Followed by 21, Johnny Comfort. Ken Bennington doing his best to keep his lead as he and McPherson did some dancing coming out of turns 3 and 4. Now it's McPherson taking a look to the inside. Bennington closed that door coming out of turn 2. Now let's see where all the action has been all night. It's been in turns 3 and 4. Let's see what happens. As Bennington really hanging out the wash. McPherson comes back up to look on the outside. While this is going on, Brad Mann continues to try and reel these guys in. They're in another area code, Brad. Here's this battle for first, still between 47, Ken Bennington, 28, Jim McPherson. McPherson took a look to the inside. Bennington trying to close the door. He's really hanging out the wash, and McPherson's right up in there in the corner battle, but they did not press. As Jim McPherson holds on to that wheel, and Bennington going here hard into turn 3. He's trying to hold that line coming out of turn 4. As McPherson looks back to the inside again. This time they're side by side coming out of turn 2, and Jim McPherson takes the lead. A great piece of work there by number 28, Jim McPherson. 2 laps to go. This time around for number 28, Jim McPherson. 47, Ken Bennington at 35, Brand Man. Number 2, Danny Brown. 99, Paul Jurgensen. 21, Johnny Comfort. 14, Elsie Beeman. And number 94, Winnie Burnham. 1 lap to go this time around for the man in the quick goal, 28, Jim McPherson. Who drove the wheels off of that little car to reel in Ken Bennington. Here they come around for the checkered flag. And it's going to be the man from Petticody after the Aspen, Jim McPherson for the checkered flag. Followed by 47, Ken Bennington. 35, Brad Man. Number 2, Danny Brown. 99, Paul Jorgensen. 21, Johnny Comfort. 14, Elsie Beeman. And 94, Winnie the Pooh Burnham. Belly full. We mean of gas for the car, because he has just qualified for the CJCW 25-lap sportsman feature, and he'll need some gasoline for that. For the CJCW Radio 25-lap sportsman feature. On the point, number 30, Aaron Lewis. Person, 25 laps of Rolling Thunder. Are you ready to rumble? These guys are. Listen to the revs. It's just like a thunderstorm building in the backstretch. Here they come around. They are all bunched up. And they are fighting at the finish. It's time to go racing! Step coming out of this turn over there in turn 2 is number 89 trying to open up an early lead as Jimmy Duke in front of Aaron Lewis. Lewis coming back up on the inside. Here they come out of turn 4 for the first time in it. 89, Jimmy Duke with the early lead. 42, Pat Rogers flying up there as well in that 42 car. Number 30, Aaron Lewis on the inside of Rogers as they come out of turn 2, and they are really tight. Number 8, John Godfrey up against that wall, but he's okay. 89 continues to hold on to that lead. Here comes the rest of the pack, all bunched up down the front stretch. Coming out of turn 2 and down the back chute, it continues to be 89 Jimmy D, 42 Steve Rogers, and 02 Lloyd Garnett, and number 30 Aaron Lewis in the battle for third. 89 Jim Duke opens up that early big lead in front of Steve Rogers, Lloyd Garnett, Aaron Lewis, and 87 Donnie Fawn. In the top 6 is 33. Vince McCormick as well. They start to stretch it out going into turn 3. Takes a few laps for the train to develop. There's the man they're all chasing, 89, Jim Duke. 42, Steve Rogers in second. 02, Lloyd Garnett now has moved in there into third. Number 8, John Godfrey in 30. Aaron Lewis in a battle for fourth. Here comes 89, Jim Duke. These guys are really putting around the old back here at Riverway. 89, Jim Duke at 42. Steve Rogers continue to run 1 and 2. 02, Lloyd Garnett by himself at third, and number 87, Donnie Pond, is moving up in there into fourth. Number 30, Aaron Lewis in the shuffle back to fifth. 89, Jim Duke, with about a 6-7 car lead over 42, Steve Rogers. These two guys are trying to check out because Lloyd Garnett still holds on to third. And number 30, Aaron Lewis, goes around coming out of turn 3 and into 4. He's okay and back underway. Let's just hope that didn't cost him a tire. Looks like all four still underneath him, and that's what it's all about. 89, Jim Duke, 42, Steve Rogers, and 02, Lloyd Garner, 1-3. In fourth, it's now 87, Donnie Vaughn running his fifth, 33, Vince McCormick. There's the train going down the backstretch, back into the sixth spot, now 25, Ian Mullins, and running his seventh is car number 6, Terry Charters. Continues to be your leader. Jim Duke with Pat. I think that Steve Rogers now starting to reel him in here as they go down the back stretch, front stretch. Two packs of two. 89, Jim Duke at 42, Steve Rogers running 1 and 2. And Lloyd Garnett in 87, Donnie Vaughn running 3rd and 4th. 33 car running by himself at 5th is Vince McCormick. Ian Mullins holds on to that 6th spot in front of Terry Charters, John Godfrey, and Timmy Rogers. Rounds off the top 10 as they go down the backstretch. Now they're bumper to bumper in this battle for first spot down the front stretch. 89, Jim Duke, and number 42, Steve Rogers. Now it's a 3-car battle for 3rd place. They're coming to the halfway mark this time around. And at the half, it's still number 89, Jimmy Duke, and 42, Steve Rogers. Followed by Garnett, Todd, McCormick, and Mullins, the top 6. And Terry Charters, Timmy Rogers, John Godfrey, the 50-car, Danny Duke, 40, Billy McRae, 66, Kenny Crossway, 85, Ken McKenzie. Then number 5, Mike Arsenault, 40, is Darrell Nicholson, 28, Jim McPherson, number 12, Donnie Collette, 41, Pat Rogers, and 78 car is Adapod, and number 30 is Aaron Lewis. Still a 2-car battle for that first place, 89 being Jim Duke, 42, Steve Rogers. A 3-car train battle for 3rd, Lloyd Garnett, Johnny Vaughn, and Vince McCormick. The 3 back cars. All by himself in 6th is 25, Ian Mullins. Bumper action again. Here they come at a 3rd, 4th. And 89, Jim Duke, 42, Steve Rogers. Look to the inside that time. He'll have to build his momentum back up. As 89, Jim Duke has opened up a 2-car lead. But in the turns, Rogers really reels him in. So let's see what happens. Jim Duke, 42, Steve Rogers, running 1 and 2 and down the backstretch. 02, Lloyd Garnett, 87, Donnie Vaughn, 33, Vince McCormick. Rounding off the top 5, 25, Ian Mullins trying to reel them in, is in 6th. 19, Timmy Rogers is now in the top 7 in front of number 6, Terry Charters, and number 8, John Godfrey. 5 laps to go this time around. Look at this 6-car train here as they come down the front stretch, led by number 50, Danny Duke. There's your leader one more time. He's still in front by a car length. 89, Jim Duke at 42, Steve Rogers still in 2nd. Still a 3-car battle with less than 4 laps to go. For 02, Lloyd Garnett, 87, Donnie Vaughn, and 33, Vince McCormick. They're bumper to bumper down the front stretch. 89, Jimmy Duke, at 42, Steve Rogers. As Jim Duke cannot shake off that 42 car. 2.5 laps to go this time around. And here they come around for the 2 flags with 2 laps to go. 89, Jim Duke takes the floor high as they come out of 3rd, 4th. A lap and a half to go for race leader Jimmy Duke and 42 Steve Rogers. As Lloyd Garnett now is falling off the pace with 1 lap to go. A bad break for 02 car as it looks like he lost a tire going down the backstretch. come around for the checker flag, and the winner of the CJCW Radio Trophy is going to be number 89, Jimmy Duke. 42, Steve Rogers in second, and 87, Donnie Bond in third. Memphis McCormick, Jimmy Rogers, Ian Mullins, Terry Charters, John Godfrey, and a host of others. What a good run there for the 89 car of Jim Duke, trainer, Killam Truck Wash, and Carl's Metro Market. A great one, and we thank you for being here tonight. Don't forget, next week, we bring you the Faro Waste and Recycling 200-lap endurance race and Wreckham race. So if you need rules for that, just give Ern a call. There he is, the winner, picking up the checker flag tonight. Come around and he'll get the trophy from CJCW Radio and get his picture taken. We thank you for being here tonight. Hope you've had a lot of fun. As we see one fan going down there sound asleep. Congratulations again to number 68, Brian Chappell, the winner of our 30-lap Duke feature tonight. Number 28, Jim McPherson, winner of the Little feature. And number 89, Jim Duke, the winner of the CJCW trophy tonight for our 25-lap Sportsman feature. Next week, of course, 200 laps of enduro racing as we take Sportsman Week off, so to speak. We know a lot of the Sportsman drivers have a lot of work to do, and plus a lot of them like to take that weekend off and go down to somebody called Loudon.